Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to do a sticky note tab divider for your ring planner. This is the supplies you'll need: a hole punch of your choice, the laminating sheet I used. Well, you don't need to use the one that I used, but you know. Craft papers, your choice, to make it match your theme of your planner or your weekly spread, whatever you want to match it to. I'm matching it technically to my monthly spread, but my planner, the Target one, kind of looks a little like this, like stars, planet, galaxy. So this is the two sheets I'll be using, and of course a laminator so you can laminate the sheets together, an X-Acto knife, a ruler, and a pencil. You don't necessarily need the ruler, but just in case. So this is where I'm going to trace the one that I currently had on the planner. And as you can tell, it was just really plain, boring, and white. And I didn't like looking at it like that. So I decided to make my own and make it cuter. So I just traced that. And this paper was a little too big for my cutter. As you can tell at the top, it kind of like looks weird. So it didn't really cut my paper right, as you'll see right now. So I ended up finishing cutting it with my scissors. Sometimes just to make it fit on my like cutter, I do cut like half of it off first or something like that, and then I'll cut it like the right size. But I just wanted to do it like full this time to show you guys, but it didn't really fit in my cutter. It's from the Weird Memory Keepers. It's a trimmer, cutter, whatever, and scoreboard. This is where I make it perfect and just end up cutting it with my little Hobby Lobby scissors. I definitely like to make it as even as possible, so I get like even the tiniest little cut in, just to make sure it's pretty even. So this is the first paper done, and I'm just checking it against the one that it came with to see if it is pretty close to it. And it was just a little tiny bit I had to trim, which I do trim like on the sides right there. So this is gonna be the second page, and since you already have one done, all you have to do is just trace the page you just did onto this paper. And I do like to trace onto the back, or like do any, like, if you know, like when you make cutting little marks, I like to do them on the back sheet, not on the part you're gonna use, so you don't have to like erase or see the marks or anything like that. So this is why I always trace on the back sheet of my papers, and then I'll just cut it from the back. This piece fit good into my cutter because it wasn't as long as the other one, so I got a good cut from it. I didn't really have to do any extras with the scissors on this one. Okay, so now both of my sides are cut, and I'm just measuring them up close to each other to make sure they're pretty even. This is where I draw my little circles to know where I'm gonna hole punch, it's better if you hole punch before you laminate, and then you hole punch again once they're laminated. It's just better because if you just laminate it at first without hole punching, it's like way thicker and it's like way harder for you to like cut through it when it's laminated without hole punching it. So if you're gonna laminate it, I mean, you can make this without laminating if you don't have a laminator machine and you kind of don't care like how long it stays like good. You can just like glue both of the sides together like with like tape runner and just use it like that. But I'm gonna laminate it just so it stays like nicer, doesn't get like, you know, the paper ruined longer. So I'm cutting it right here just with the regular hole punch. I got this like I think at the 99-cent store, and it took like a lot of strength for me to cut just through these regular 2 papers. So definitely want to do that before you laminate, because then it will be way harder. I do have a Happy Planner hole punch and I tried it, but they're not the same like holes, so I couldn't use it. The one that I have is for a classic Happy Planner and it didn't work for this. But if you have like, say you're gonna make this for a Happy Planner, you know, and you have the Happy Planner hole punch, you can use that. Or you have like the Recollection hole punch from Michaels. Okay, so this is where I'm gonna decorate my other side, and I just got a Polaroid picture I took in Canada, me with the cherry blossom tree, and it didn't really come out that good because the lighting was like pretty bright and the like camera's flash was on, and I'm fairly light skinned, so it just looks super white and you don't really see me. So I figured, why not use this one? It's like not a super ugly picture, but it's just like a whatever, like I could use it. So I got the stickers I'm gonna be using from the Purple Free Spirit Happy Planner sticker book, and then I'm just rounding my corners with this Fiskars corner rounder. I think I got it in like the second size. I think they have it like in 3 sizes, so I got like the medium one. I really like the look that the corner rounder gives to the pages. I don't know, it just gives it like more of a softer look. So I'm gonna do the back page as well. If you don't have a corner rounder, you don't have to do it, but I just like the look of it. And I know like Studio sells one, and you know their stuff is like 50% off every other week, so you can get one from there if you'd like. So to glue my Polaroid, I'm going to use my Tombow tape runner, and you're going to see I put the glue on it and then I end up moving it, like placing it 3 different times. I just edit it so you don't see me struggling. I basically just wanted to place it like perfect, even. So yeah, I see. So this is the last time where I finally get it even. I basically placed it in between those moons, those 4 little moons, right there. There it is. Now I knew I wanted to put the stickers on top of the Polaroid just to give it like a little bit more of a, I don't know, a different touch. So that one says have a thankful heart, and it's silver foiling just like the moons are. And then this one's like a holographic circle sticker that says love your life, and then on the top it has a quote. It says she walked in moon dust and stars were sprinkled on her hair. Okay, so my back page is finally done, and I'm gonna put it into my laminating sheet. Once you place this into the laminating sheet, you'll want to make sure it's kind of like as even as you can get it, like perfect to each other, and all the way down align it to the bottom as close as you can. See, while I was aligning, I was kind of moving it, so there you go, that's kind of messed up, so I'm gonna fix it again. And when you put it into the laminating sheet, you want to make sure you hold it really carefully and like in its place, so when you put it down the machine it doesn't like go left and like just get all messed up and make it ugly. So I hold it very carefully and then put it the machine, and then so it comes out once this way, and then I put it in backwards, and I did each of that like 3 or 4 times. I just edited it so that the video won't be that long, and I don't know, I still think it's like a little long, but I did my best to cut most of the unnecessary parts out, so, or speed them up. So this is where I go with the back part, and then I just keep doing it like 3 or 4 times. You just want to do that so you make sure that what you did is laminated and sealed perfectly. So now that you put it through the laminator like 3 or 4 times, you're just gonna take the extra pieces off, and you want to make sure not to cut all the way to where like your blue like divider's at. You want to leave like a little space, because if you cut like all the way like straight where the blue thing is, it's gonna open up what you just sealed by laminating it. So you can see when you laminate, it makes like a little bubble around what you laminated it, and that's kind of what you want to go and cut around. Don't cut like on that, cut around it. So here I'm just figuring out the placement of my sticky notes that were previously on the other one that it came with, and I just want to see where I want to place them, if I want to keep all of them down there still, how, you know, where I want to put them. And then after is when you figured out where you want to put certain things, is when you go in with your glue tape. I didn't put too much tape on this, just in case if I do run out of these, I can just like put a new sticky note on there. So I just put like a little bit on the like top edge, just where it's going to be glued down, and I decided I didn't want the donut one on there, so I just didn't put it on there, and I'm gonna have a little bit of space left over for another sticky note whenever I find the right one that goes in this. So here it is completed, and there's the space left over for another sticky note. I decided to add it later on, and this is my back part, and I really love how it came out. I was just shaking it to see if, you know, they would fall out, and no, they were pretty good. So I'm gonna put it in my planner so you can see what it looks like inside the planner. And on the planner, on the like left on the cover, I added the Target dollar spot little pocket, and then I just put my little washi card I made on there. I'm gonna make one to match this theme too, so then I'll just take that one out and then I'll put the new one in there. But this is what it looks like for now. And my little charms from Michael's Sweet Kawaii Design, they were on clearance. And that's going to be all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys find it helpful and useful and make one of your own. I freaking love it so much. It matches my monthly spread so well. It came out so good, and you can make this in so many ways. Make it your own. See you guys on the next one. Bye.